Have you ever told yourself, this relationship is just hard, but with more compassion, it'll shift, right? I've seen this pattern again and again, especially with people who consider themselves conscious or spiritual or empathetic. We tell ourselves we're being understanding, but what's really happening is we're maintaining an old pattern of emotional imbalance that really keeps us playing small. Today, I want to talk about how that happens, how it impacts you as a coach or healer, and how to begin shifting out of that system that will never change. You see, there's a difference in a hard relationship and a narcissistic system of control. Hard relationships involve two people taking responsibility, communicating, and growing. Narcissistic systems run on control, guilt, and imbalance, while one person adapts and the other demands. Here are 3 signs you could be in a narcissistic system. This system can only survive by suppressing your personality. You're learning to regulate for others rather than with others. And it might feel familiar or even comforting because your nervous system equates chaos with connection. If you're drawn to coaching or healing, chances are early on you learned to be the emotional regulator in your family system. You became intuitive, compassionate, wise, but also responsible for everyone else's peace. So when you meet someone who's emotionally unavailable, immature, or narcissistic in any way, your instinct isn't to leave, it's to help. While that instinct might be noble, it's rooted in survival, not sovereignty. You can't heal someone by overextending your boundaries, and you just end up building the same system into a new form. In the spiritual world, and even in some personal development circles, we're taught that love can heal everything, and compassion will dissolve that wall. Or have you heard maybe if you just show up 100% authentically, then that other person will shift. But true compassion includes boundaries. See, there's a quiet form of spiritual bypass that can show up like this. It can sound like, I see their inner child, or I'm just sending them love, or if I stay high vibe, then they'll shift. But the narcissistic dynamic doesn't shift through your vibration. It shifts when you stop overextending yourself and return to your own alignment. I say this with love because I've been there, and I used to think that I could love someone into healing. But I learned that love without boundaries becomes self-abandonment. In the Heartshine EFT method, we work with the part of you that was trained to adapt, not shine. Through Reparenting the Inner Child with EFT, we teach your nervous system a new definition of safety. Safety doesn't come from being understood, it comes from understanding yourself. Here's a quick 3-step takeaway. Notice when you're managing someone else's emotions. Name the impulse. This is my old survival strategy. And nurture the part of yourself that believes that love means overfunctioning, over-delivering, and overextending yourself. If you've ever tried to heal a relationship that keeps draining you, please hear this. It is not because you're not spiritual enough, or not patient enough, or haven't done enough deep inner work. The pattern was never yours to fix. Healing these dynamics starts with healing the relationship inside you. That's the relationship between yourself, your adult self, and your inner child. If this resonates with you, I invite you to join my free masterclass, the 4-step method to break toxic cycles and become the coach you are meant to be. It's where I show you the deep emotional patterns that block your calling, your confidence, and your peace, and how to finally release them. Because once you stop trying to fix what's unfixable, your true work begins, and your light can finally expand. I'll see you in the next video.